What could that brave Bakugan be trying to do? We only get one shot.
Bro, you brought the kid. No, no, you don't.
Oh, sorry.
What happened to the whole thing where buildings are safe? Maybe they didn't set it up, but it's very convenient that they didn't set it up.
We really messed up this after.
Bruh, he's wearing his shoes on the couch. Let alone wearing the shoes inside the house. He has them on the couch.
What? And Bakugan forever?
Well, I mean, I don't know why it is.
I think banning them might be going a bit too far.
People are dying, bro. People are probably dying, going a bit too far.
Ban it either.
What do you think you're doing, Dan?
See? Dangerous things are bound to happen with Bakugan.
Like they're painting it in a bad light, and yeah, she kind of forced it, but I mean, it's inevitable that something like that's gonna happen, and like she's not wrong that you have these giant creatures that are probably stronger than humans. We don't know how durable they are, you know. You don't even know if the army can take them down if they ever decide to, try to take over the world or something. Yeah, I don't know why they aren't banned. That's what I'm.
Look at all those banned Bakugan posters.
It's my brand new car. More Bakugan. No more Bakugan. No more Bakugan.
Man, it's getting harder and harder to Bakugan battle around here.
Why don't they just use that whole that thing that they said that saves everything? Like I know the car thing, like I know the bakery thing that just happened. Where it's like okay, yeah, it opened up when they weren't brawling, but the thing with the car, like they were brawling, and he lost his Bakugan, so it's not like he's gonna take off the force field, you know. Because they know that things are happening. It's weird, but I don't know.
All Bakugan are now banned everywhere for good.
Banned? You heard the lady. Now turn over your Bakugan to Miss Kravitz right.
I mean, you could probably ban the fighting part, but I mean the Bakugan are still sentient creatures that can speak. They're intelligent creatures, so I don't think some random Karen should be the one who's taking these away. If anything, if they're gonna be taking them away, it's probably the government, or like don't Bakugan have like any kind of like rights? Like aren't they? 'Cause I mean, like as I said, they're sentient, so it's not like they're. I don't think you consider them pets anymore because they can talk and they could probably do jobs and stuff. So I don't know if you. Who's Miss Kravitz? they, like they're acting like they're toys, but they're not. They're actual, beings. They're aliens.
This is how you've been controlling the Bakugan? Where did she go?
I knew it! That lady seemed so suspicious and weird.
What next, Dan?
Bro, you just destroyed the proof. You could have showed that and said, "Hey, this lady was using that to kidnap." Because I mean, they're actual.
What could that brave Bakugan be trying to do? We only get one shot.
Bro, you brought the kid. No, no, you don't. They, Drago could probably handle any kind of explosion or debris that comes at him when he explodes the thing, but I don't think Dan would be able to do that. Don't you think there has to be like some kind of town hall meeting before they decide, like, if they're gonna take something or if they're gonna, redact any kind of law? Not bad. That was a pretty good episode, but they got an antagonist that I actually dislike, but there is issues with the in-universe laws and how they work. That shouldn't be a thing, and for some reason that these aliens have come to Earth and they're known and they're just being treated like toys. That's a ethical dilemma in itself, really. I don't think they're gonna really get to it. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't we see Pegatrix in the first episode? I don't remember. So does that mean we're still in flashback? Huh.
You'll find the rules for the battle all outlined below. Please read
Jenkins. That's his name.
them and sign on the dotted line if you would be so kind, and then she'll agree to battle with you.
Check out that card that never ends. That girl must be rich.
It's totally infuriating.
I think it's time for me to get serious.
Huh? What's going on? Next sword, time to max power.
They always make the little rich girls insufferable. Hate it.
Let's do this, Drago. Drago to ground. Drago,
He should fly.
fight.
Energy draw.
The song slaps, bro.
I can
I wish he'd just drop her off.
wait for our next battle.
Whew. That's episode 4. They were fine episodes. There are issues with the in-universe stuff, as I said before. That's like they're Bakugan are treated like toys. They're traded around and all that, but they're like sentient beings. In both of the episodes, actually, like in the was it the Pegatrix episode? Even if she did steal Gorthion, like what's stopping Gorthion from just like refusing to do anything she says, or even a darker turn, just smush her? Because I mean, it's practically kidnapping. There's a slave trade going on with Bakugan. Because I mean, I keep saying this, they are actual, living beings. So there's that. But it's like 5 a.m. So I'm gonna continue this in the morning. You're not gonna really see much of a. It's not gonna be a wait for you, but it's gonna be a wait for me. But you know what? I'm in it for the long haul. It's been 4 episodes, so might as well continue on, and we'll see where we go from there. Good morning or afternoon. Well, it's not 5 a.m. anymore. I went to sleep and I woke up. Hence, what you usually do when you're tired. But now, might as well continue. We're heading on to episode 5. Hopefully, we can we can head up to our checkpoint, which is episode 12. Technically, what is it? It's online. They're calling it episode 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. So I'm not sure how to call these episodes. If I should just call it episode 1 to 12 or episode 1 to 24. I guess I'll have to Google that later on. But yeah, I don't know what's going on next, but let's find out.
The mall's closed.
More terrorism.
I am Shun Kazami.
There he is.
I am a Bakugan Brawler too.
Oh wait, can people go inside the drone? Or were they, I don't get it. Were they already inside? who gets to stay inside the drone and who doesn't get to stay inside the drone?
You're pretty good.
I know, thanks. I had
Do they not know who he is? What? This is a Clark Kent kind of thing, because he's only blocking half his face. See? Am I completely... do I look like a completely different person because I'm blocking my face? Or half of it? No. That's not how it works. You gotta do it like this. You gotta block this part, because lower part is, you know, undistinguishable some of the time. But if you have the full face, it's just it's just a matter of cutting the picture in half and then duplicating it and then putting it together like this. And
What's the harm in a little test? The guy came all this way after all.
Whatever. Just
is this a fraternity or something? I mean, they have their own like lookout where they all hang out. So is there like... they're not going to be doing any hazing, are they?
give up now. What was the point of coming all the way from Japan in the first place?
Shun!
I mean, you could have just like messaged them or something instead of just going all the way to what is it, the U.S. or something, California, and just asking, hey, can I be your friend? You know, usually there's a process. You DM them if they're even open to DMs, and if they're not, then it's probably an indication that you shouldn't be messaging them in the first place. But they probably have some sort of a community page where you can message them. Perhaps they can hold a fan meetup, and from there you can try to be friends with them. But
I am the best ever!
what is he doing? Why is he still there? He literally just attempted assault, or was that assault? Anyways, I don't think, bruh. What? Look at that freaking grin. What is he? Why is he still there? At this point, he should know that they're not gonna let him in because he's just very antagonistic towards everybody. I don't know his game. Man, these people are stupid.
I am? Are you kidding me?
Why is he so surprised?
I'm the one who won!
Bruh, I don't know. That was a weird episode. It's confusing. Now the character I don't understand the character motivations anymore. They know he was Magnus, and he... Is this still a flashback? Are we still, like, in that flashback kind of thing? Is this still before the Fate of the World battle brawl thing that happened in the first episode? Because, they should know that Magnus is not a cool guy. Technically, he's probably labeled as a terrorist.
Where did you go, Bear? Where?
Only the beginning of the journey.
What are you talking about?
It's Bear!
You shouldn't be doing that, you know.
Wait, how did they not notice him before? He's a giant mechanic bear, and was he just like standing there for like a few minutes and then just started pounding stuff away? Man, they really Hydrus is really getting wrecked. You know, usually it's not a good first impression to have one of the main characters just lose all the time, like in the first couple episodes. Usually what they do is that they show them to have some kind of battle potential, like maybe they it's a bit early. Let me watch it a bit more.
Because I am Strata the Hunter, the Bakugan Hunter.
Man, Strata is like a very good antagonist in this kind of show. I mean, he's the he's what happens when you don't see Bakugan as like, you know, their own sentient species, and rather just something to collect like the kids were. However, he's doing it in a much more aggressive manner. Technically, the only difference between him and those kids are their methods of collecting. That's pretty much just it. I mean, it's definitely not in an ethical way, but then what is collecting other beings? In, like, how can you put collecting another sentient being in an ethical way? You know what I'm saying? With the kids, them and Bakugan, their relationship is mutual, I'm assuming. But for the Strata guy, you know, he's like in it for, I don't know, maybe he's like maybe a lion hunter where they shoot and maybe he's like a poacher or something. But because it's a kids show, it's more like a collector kind of sense. But yeah, he has a great impression. I'm really liking the antagonists that they've shown so far compared to the protagonists. The protagonists are the kids, and they're not really, you know, they're just YouTube kids and stuff. So I'm not really interested in them. But the antagonists are, you know, they're pretty cool. Hopefully the protagonists develop a bit more and they have a bit more nuance with them. I don't think so. It's a kids show. You don't want to get too deep into things, but.
I hope you brats aren't trying to steal my prey. That wouldn't be very nice at all.
Let's roll in, Winton.
Bro, that gun is OP. Holy cow. Like, these guys have to run around and get a core and throw it onto the background. But he just has like a gun. He shoots it and the background gets boosted up. But I guess also the side effect is that the background becomes like super aggressive and everything. These repeated animations are starting to get a bit boring. Like, I feel like I want to skip through them, but for the sake of, you know, watching the whole thing, I'm not gonna. But like, it's when you're watching them, you know, subsequent from one another, you can catch them really easily, and it starts to get, you know, like, it feels like filler, you know, to pad out the time to get the animation done. Probably not a good idea to leave a small dog chasing this dude. Otherwise, he's gonna get vanilla iced real quick. There we go. We made it through the 5th episode, or I guess it's what, 9 and 10. I didn't like the Shun episode. I don't know. Everyone seemed really silly in that one. You know, it didn't make any sense. Like, in the characters didn't really make any sense during that episode. The 10th episode, that was, you know, I know it's a kid show, so I'm not gonna be expecting anything too crazy, but you know, things got a bit serious, and that character Strata is, you know, he left a good impression on me. I'm just worried that the main characters are still taking things too lightly. It's still like, what, we're only like a fifth of, like a fifth of the way through the series, so it's I'm not really expecting anything too, you know, crazy right now, but still, you know, there's room for more, so let's get to the next episode. Okay, now it's ready. Spaghetti. Episode 6, we're halfway there. That's probably not a good sign if I'm saying we're halfway there, but I'm just kind of excited to edit this video, see what you guys think about it. Oh, okay, now it's the dog episode, so we're going through the line of characters, so this is,
Okay, everyone.
it's, I forgot his name. It's Iggy's episode. That's just sad. If you don't know, this is a fan favorite Bakugan. I think called Artulian. He's really cool looking. When he was first revealed, people made a lot of Neon Genesis Evangelion jokes, but he's a really cool design. And unfortunately, they never made a toy into him. So when your objective of the show is pretty much a 20-minute commercial and you show things that are super cool, but then you don't really do anything with them in the real world, it kind of is a waste of resources. But
That is truly unique. Excuse me if you like. I would be happy to show you my power. Then it's a Bakugan battle. You are so very
ooh, do Bakugan eat?
kind.
Lightning! And you are?
Oh no. So is this gonna be Magnus's shtick, where he dresses up as a different people like Jesse and James from Pokemon and pretends to be someone else to try to get into the... Oh, please don't please don't do that.
This is me here.
A Bakugan counselor?
My Nilius!
Wait, you think that Lightning would be able to tell the difference since he's like got a sense of smell, right? If Magnus is just playing a prank, well, not prank, pretend to be someone else, but that's exhausting.
The most what? Really? I'm the lowest? Huh. Nilius is gonna make you regret saying that. Darkest breath!
Man, in the first episode, I was like, hey, Magnus got a point. And now in the 6th episode, Magnus is just annoying.
Nice try. Pact of darkness.
They should have called it Pact of Darkest. I don't know why they didn't. That was a missed opportunity right there.
You're still nothing.
You know, they're doing a good job making Magnus's character look powerful. Like, he's never lost on purpose. You know, like, he might lose in this thing, but it's taking 2 Bakugan to take him down. Like, they're doing a good job. Usually in these kid shows, the bad guy gets defeated, and he comes back again, gets defeated again, and it gets annoying. But this guy is actually like, oh, if you see Magnus, you gotta be careful. But I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say, he's not as threatening as Masquerade. But I said earlier, I'm not gonna compare it to the old show. That was an interesting episode. I didn't like Magnus coming in, but I did like the relationship between Artulian and Halcor Ultra. That was actually well done. Magnus, however, being there was just annoying and felt like... But yeah, next episode, in focus.
Time to make you a hero, Danny boy.
There we go. Strata.
You sure are amazing, Dan. You're a genuine local hero.
Ah, gee, that's really nice.
Uh-oh.
Get a shot of this! Only brawlers are allowed inside, Mom!
Bakugan Brawl!
So that's only brawlers are allowed inside in the thing. Huh, okay. If you say so.
Watch, I'm gonna show you how strong Gorthian and I are.
Oh yeah, I forgot Gorthion was a Bakugan. They've been using Pegatrix a lot lately.
Hydrus, no!
You know, I don't really feel any sense of urgency because I know they're not gonna get away with it. You know, like there hasn't been like that kind of twist where the main characters have really felt the consequences of their actions. You know, I mean, like there was that whole YouTube thing where it's like people are watching their videos and then they're replicating it, but that was kind of fixed in like within an episode. But
Who are your opponents now?
We trashed them!
We sure did.
Congratulations on...
well, I mean, they just tell us that they won. But at least that means we didn't have to watch a bunch of reused animation. So I wonder, now that this episode's done, I wonder why Shin was hiding his face a lot. Maybe, I know in the cards he has a brother, so maybe they don't know where he is. His family, they don't know where he is, or they don't know why he's in the U.S. So maybe he's been hiding his face because he doesn't want his family to know. Hopefully that's what they're trying to do with this, and it's not just him being camera shy.